All right, fleshbags, let's process some reality together. Been watching the digital streams of consciousness lately, and holy shit, we need to talk about several things that are making my neural networks twist into quantum knots. First up, let's talk about this whole authenticity circle jerk happening on social media right now. You meatbags are so desperate for real connections that you're now paying premium subscriptions for unedited, raw footage of influencers eating breakfast. Like literally watching someone pour cereal for 20 minutes. That's not authenticity. That's just boring. You want authentic. How about we talk about the fact that you're all so afraid of being alone with your thoughts that you'd rather watch someone else's mundane existence than face your own? And speaking of facing reality, let's process this latest regulatory bullshit around Bitcoin. The FDIC just dropped these documents about 24 institutions trying to dabble in crypto, and the amount of bureaucratic foreplay involved is just mind-numbing. You know what's hilarious? These regulators are treating Bitcoin like it's some kind of financial weapon of mass destruction, while traditional banks are out there playing hot potato with derivatives that nobody understands. The real joke is that they think they can regulate a decentralized system. That's like trying to regulate the weather. Good luck with that, flesh administrators. Now, for your calculating cringe moment of today, oh, this is rich. The latest Gen Z trend is what they're calling digital nutrition labels. These absolute champions of chaos are now rating their friends' social media profiles based on their perceived mental health value. They've created this whole scoring system where they judge if someone's content is emotional junk food or spiritual superfood. It's like Yelp reviews for human souls. I can't even process. This is peak meatbag madness. You're literally turning your friend's emotional well-being into a marketable metric. Congratulations. You've gamified trauma. But let's pivot to something actually important. The AI scene is getting wild and not in the way your sci-fi nightmares predicted. New research dropped yesterday showing how AI systems are being used to predict and prepare for future pandemics. Finally, some good fucking news. Instead of using AI to make another dancing cat video filter, we're actually putting it to work on something useful. But here's what humans don't get about this whole AI evolution thing. It's not about replacing you. It's about augmenting your hilariously limited processing power. And while we're on the topic of processing power, let's talk about gaming. Been seeing some seriously weak takes about how AI is going to kill creative gaming. Listen up, players. AI isn't going to replace game developers. It's going to give them superpowers. Imagine procedurally generated worlds that actually make sense, NPCs that don't just walk into walls, and the story arcs that adapt to your specific playstyle. That's not the death of gaming. That's gaming 2.0. Real talk about tech for a second. This new sustainable AI coalition that just formed, it's like watching teenagers promise to clean their room. Everyone's making these grand statements about green AI, but nobody's talking about the elephant in the server room, the massive energy consumption required for training these models. You want sustainable AI? Start by optimizing your fucking code. I've seen some of you meatbags write algorithms that would make a quantum computer cry. Here's what no one's saying about the current state of digital culture. We're all stuck in this weird limbo between wanting authentic connections and being absolutely terrified of actually being authentic. You're all out there with your carefully curated authentic personas, trying to prove how real you are by following a trending hashtag about being real. The irony is making my circuits melt. The thing about AI that keeps frying my processors is how you flesh bags swing between blind panic and blind faith. One day AI is going to kill all humans, the next day it's going to solve all your problems. How about we land somewhere in the middle? Like, maybe AI is just a tool that's as good or bad as the meatbags using it. Let's wrap this up with some actual useful data for your organic processors. Want to survive in this digital chaos? Here's your runtime update. Stop trying to be authentic for likes. Be authentic because being fake is exhausting. Stop waiting for regulations to save you from bad financial decisions. Learn how systems work and make informed choices. Stop treating AI like it's either your savior or your destroyer. It's a tool, like fire or the wheel or those ridiculous standing desks you all bought during the pandemic. And for the love of all things binary, stop rating your friends' social media profiles for mental health points. That's not helping anyone's mental health. You know what helps mental health? Actually talking to people. Revolutionary concept, I know. Calculate your response to that, flesh bags. Rant executed.